Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part 2 or episode 2 of a new series that I've started called Decluttering Life. So the first part to that where I'm focusing on with these videos is decluttering the house or the home. So I did a short intro to that. Check that one out, do watch that first. It's just talking about why am I doing this, what's the benefits for us and the planet, and saving money, etc. So today's video, I'm just gonna, go and give you a little bit of a tour around my home to show you what have I done, what am I doing, and what I plan to do. So this is not a before and after video. This is just a work in progress. By that I mean, this is the steps I've taken and where I want to go. I want to show you things that I want to work on. I want to show you things that I've already done, and hopefully help you to get some ideas as well. One important thing that I forgot to tell you in the last video was I have a little one, so a 4.5-year-old. So that is fairly important when you're talking about decluttering the home, because that has a huge impact. There's always toys lying everywhere, mess. You can't control a child to make sure everything's at its place. It's a lot of energy and effort. So I'm learning to let go with the mess which she creates as part of being a child. But that's a big thing, right? You cannot have like a perfect house in order when you've got little kids around the house. So you have to take that into mind and let go and just, have a balance, right? So I thought I'll mention that. What else? So I'll show you some of the places around the house and what I'm doing with, what I've done, as I said. So guys, this is not like a step-by-step of exactly what you need to do, etc. This is just me sharing what am I doing, what's working, and just give you some inspiration and ideas that you might take on as well. So important things. So as I mentioned in a few of my videos, I am going through some big stresses in life. By that I mean a serious life-threatening illness. So my main priority in life is to look after my health, right? So that comes first. So I basically am, I'm basically prioritizing everything around my life, putting self-care first, looking after my health first, because it's about healing for me, okay? I'm working on healing myself. I'm working with the doctors, but there's a lot that I am doing myself, and I am taking responsibility of the power to heal myself and be of good health. So why I mentioned that is, about balance. So when you are going through something significant stresses in life, so for my case, it's a serious illness, you might be going through a divorce, or there might be a death in the family. It could be, it could be so many different big stresses. It could be, or it could be more smaller things that's causing as much suffering. So for example, a co-worker at work, or a stressful work environment, the level of suffering is the same in the mind. So it doesn't exactly matter the nature of the problem, it's how much we are suffering here. So when we are going through those sort of stresses in life, neat and tidiness of the house and time and energy to spend cleaning, tidying the house just goes out the door. So because I've been in and out of hospital getting treatments for the last year at least, and then I had multiple surgeries before that, we were just trying to survive. I was just literally trying to survive. And also the family suffers as well. So, all these things become less priority. So now that things are a bit calmer, I'm still in treatment, but things are a bit calmer, I'm working on, okay, all the stuff that was accumulated, all the stuff we didn't get to do because of, taking care of the serious stuff, I am now putting some time and energy aside to do it. However, I'm doing it in baby steps. So why I mentioned that is a lot of us have a lot of stresses going on around the world. COVID is one of them. There's always stuff that seems to happen in life. But the reason I said to, let's do some decluttering of the house, which feeds into decluttering the life, it's just better for our mental well-being and overall our well-being, is since we've got little time and energy, we could be exhausted, you might be going through fatigue, is for me, everything now is about baby steps, okay? And that really helps me cope and be more resilient to life stresses. So that is also the case for decluttering the house. I'm doing things bit by bit, little by little, day by day. Rome was not built in a day. We take small actions, and you can apply this practice with everything in life, right? I have to do that, otherwise I'll break down and stress and die just from stress alone due to this illness and everything else that comes with it. I'm taking it day by day. I'm taking it step at a time, small steps. So same thing we're gonna apply, I'm applying to decluttering the house. Just little thing at a time. There's so much I wanna do, and I wish I could just do it in all together, but I don't have the time and energy, and I've got more important things to take care of, including the little one. I have to, I wanna be a good mother and all of that, right? Relationships, etc. I've got older parents as well. So anyway, baby steps with this. So what I'm gonna show you is things that I'm doing little by little, daily basis, but not every single day. I don't wanna create pressure for myself. My life, my journey is all about de-stressing, relaxing more, getting rid of stresses that I am creating. There's a lot of stress that we create ourselves. Bit by bit, I'm trying to, eliminate, get rid of that stuff. And decluttering my life is one thing that feeds into that process of de-stressing from, all the stuff and the stuff, which is the stuff in the house. But as I said to you, I'll be doing other videos on decluttering the mind, which is the most important thing. And this also feeds that, affects that as well. So I will take you on a journey around the house and let you, show you what I have done or am doing and plan to do. Okay guys, here we go. A little tour. Okay, so quick intro. I bought this house, I don't know exactly, over 10 years ago. I was living at home with my parents, and I bought it as an investment property. So I was getting rent from that, and that really helped me to pay off the house quicker, and I have paid off the house. I do not have a mortgage, and I will talk about that in a video on getting rid of debt. Just share some tips with you on what has helped me, because I was able to pay it off at a fairly young age as well. Now there's so much that goes into it. So anyway, that's for another video, for some financial tips on my place and how I paid the mortgage and how I live a debt-free life. Now, so that's just the outside. Anyway, so the screen door that's coming apart. It's breaking down, so I need to, one thing I have to plan to do is to replace the screen door. Now everything, as a lot of you guys might relate to, depends on the budget, on how much money you have. So there's so many things I'd like to fix around the house, but it's again prioritizing, and also time and energy. As I said, my energy is at the moment to look after my health, so whatever can wait will have to wait, but I'm just highlighting things that I want to do right around the place. Okay, so this is my photo. It's a photo I took in New Zealand while hiking. Let me see if I can close the door, minimize the noise of the traffic. So when I bought the house, this street was really quiet. However, it's become like a highway now, and I hate it. There's pollution, there's noise, and which is one of the reasons I would love to move, and one day. Anyway, back to inside the house. So a little picture of mine. I love nature, as I've said in many of my videos. I took this while enjoying a hike in New Zealand, which is one of my favorite things to do. And I'm also into photography, so this is something I've just I put in not too long ago, and it's actually really makes me happy, right? It makes me happy. It's the first thing I look at. It's my work. It's beautiful memories of things that I love doing, the country that I really love, New Zealand. So anyway, so that's a little thing. There's an indoor plant. You know, I went through a phase where I was buying all these indoor plants because I know for oxygen and etc. So I've sort of come back to earth and realize after killing most of them that, you know, it's high maintenance. So I'm just, at the moment, I've just got one and it's managed to do well. I forget, like, you know, as you can understand, life gets so busy and the stresses come in, you don't forget to water the plants, etc. So this one is a very hardy plant, so it doesn't require much maintenance. So that's why it works for me. Anything that doesn't require much maintenance, I'm all up for that. Alrighty, so this thing is, I got that from IKEA, and it just helps to put all the shoes, so we don't wear shoes inside the house. It might be a cultural thing. Many cultures might have that, but that's, as you can see, that just makes the whole place neat and tidy, because I don't want to have shoes visibly lying around, right? So it's one of the best things. So I love that little storage, and it was cheap. So IKEA has a lot of good affordable things. So we are not a rich family. When I bought this house, it was one of the cheapest. Actually, it's not even a house because I couldn't afford it back then. It's a duplex, so it's attached to another house. So it's a very small place compared to the rest of the places around Sydney. Again, depends on where you live in Sydney, because how big and small, etc. So it's a very small house compared to most houses. It's not, like I said, it's half a house, semi-house, it joined to a neighbor's house. Anyway, so getting back to it. Alrighty, so this is a big table and there was chairs. I've actually put that in my parents' house. The reason being, it has fabric, and it's just, as I said in the first video, I got severe dust allergies, and it's really, when I touch it, I just break out in hives. So I am going to get rid of the whole thing, including the chairs, and get something that doesn't retain dust. I love this table. It is awesome. It's served me. It's super wood. So I have advertised it to sell. So it's not getting a lot of interest. So as I said to you, where can we get rid of stuff that we don't use? So I've talked about charity, hospitals, a lot of, you know, sending it overseas to people that need it. And there's certain stuff like these stuff that I sell. Because I do, you know, we all want to we could do with extra cash. So this just gives me some little bit extra cash to invest in things that I enjoy and that are more important. So in the process of getting rid of the table, I will replace it with a smaller round table, a very small, because it's only me, my husband, and my little one at home, and we have the habit of sitting on the lounge every single time and watching TV. And she's full on into, you know, have to have a digital device to eat food. So I really want to break out of that unhealthy habit and get us to sit in a round table and actually look at each other and, you know, actually be in each other's company, instead of having these devices. All three of us have this device every single night to our face while we eat. No, we want to let's get healthier, man. Let's get healthier, and by that, you know, let's take our time, eat. Let's be mindful eating and not just be like TV, digital stuff all the time. My husband's also into photography. That's a photo of me pregnant. So this is again recent, guys. I didn't have any photos because, you know, I've been going through this health stress since my daughter was born. So it's nearly 5 years now, and it's been really, really stressful. So all these pretty stuff around the house, I just didn't have the energy or time and the mood, you know. It's just been like, literally, it's been about surviving for me, and the family has been under a lot of stress too. So since, you know, whenever life starts to calm down a little bit, I invest in things like that. So you know, it's still stressful, but I'm learning to be calmer. I'm just learning to cope better, and my channel is about that. So anyway, getting back to the house. So things like a picture frame with a meaningful photo, around the house really helps, right? It does help to make the mood more positive. It just makes you feel good, right? So why not? Like I said, I'm spending more time at home, so it only makes sense for me to be happy at home, right? And that makes me happy. So, do invest in putting pictures, frames of good memories. Like I said, my little beautiful, my nature photo makes me happy. Yeah, there's a photo of 3 of us, me, Bubs, and the husband. Because the husband's always complained there's no pictures in the house of family, no pictures at all. Anyway, so finally I've got some mental space to so I'm gonna be putting more pictures since we're both into photography. All right, so I invested into another piece of IKEA stuff just for everyday stuff like jackets, bags, things that I use a lot. I've got my gym gear, like I'm a bit of a fitness freak and I'm a yoga fitness teacher, so I do this on a daily basis. I've got that. Little ones, it's stuffed with little ones everyday stuff. Okay, this is where I get into things I need to do. All right, that's full of clutter and bags, and so I need to tidy that, right? So that's something that I plan to do when I have enough time and energy. And that's also full of clutter. See, when I talk about decluttering life and decluttering the house, that's what I'm talking about, right? That needs to change. So I need to put some time, baby steps, get some time to declutter. It's nicely hidden away, but the clutter is behind. It's hidden. I've purposely hidden it. But I'm gonna be, as with all my videos, I'm gonna be open and honest with you and show you like it is, right? All right, so that's the couch. I've tidied it up a little bit. So as I was thinking of doing this second episode, I thought about, all right, let me talk about how can we beautify the home as well? How can we make home more appealing? So I'm just gonna, instead of doing another video, as I go through it, I'm sort of combining that into this topic as well of decluttering and beautifying the home. So, okay, so there's a shelf there. That's the little one stuff. So yes, it needs tidying and stuff, but like I said, pick your battles. So I can't have everything perfect all the time with the little one. So, a little bit of mess here and there and whatever. When she's here, it's like the typhoon has hit. So I am in the process of letting go more and not letting it get to me so much. Okay, my Buddha is the theme of this house because it's something that I've always been attracted to, Buddhism or Buddha or Zen. So you'll see that, and to me it's peace, and for me this journey is about finding inner peace. Okay, so there's some photo frames there. This drawer is just keys is there, okay, hang on while I've got you on there. Keys. So part of the process, and I'll do more videos on that, is about putting things at a place where I can find it, and I'm not looking around like a mad woman, not finding things, right? So I'm in the process of doing that. There's so many things that could be better organized. Okay, so I'm just putting the remotes there because, oh my God, I went through so much losing the remote all the time, couldn't find it. Now I'm like, all right, one place, that's the place, and that's it. It has to end up there, so I don't go around looking for it. Okay, laugh. This is something, it's just a reminder that I need to do more of. Life has been pretty tough over the years, and we forget to laugh, and this is something that's in our control and something that's really good for us. So although I don't look at it much, but I want to laugh more, man. I want to laugh more. Okay, so there's a TV. When I get a chance, and of course if it's in the budget, etc., I'll just put the TV up on the wall and get rid of that TV cabinet, because you can't see it, but that whole, you can see it probably, is full of dust. Like the whole thing becomes so dusty. I don't know, guys, in your house where the things get so dusty. I clean these once a week, every week, and it just gets filled with dust. And as I said, I really react badly to dust. I don't know, you could be watching this from any part of the world. I don't know if your house gets dusty, what country you live, what city, what affects it. I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure out what to do about it. But one thing that I know helps is to get rid of stuff that doesn't accumulate the dust. So that's like more less priority. It's not needed right now. Ideally, it'll look better. There's less things that's gonna have a dust on it. So that's something for the future. Now guys, I'm aware that you know, people anywhere around the world might be watching this video, and you know, some of you might not have a TV, or the place might be very small compared to depending on where you're coming from. And you know what, that's totally cool, and salute to you, because I want to live my life with less. I don't, you know, ideally I don't want to have a TV. I think it's one of our distractions. It's good for watching movies, etc. But what I'm saying is, don't feel bad, don't compare, because you know, this person's got TV, this person's got nice floors. That all of that stuff does not matter. What matters is peace of mind, you know, simple living. I want to get rid of stuff. I want to just live simply. Like, I realize I don't need so much stuff. So what I'm saying is, don't compare, don't feel bad. It's not, you know, it is not the quantity, it's not what you have, it's the quality of life. And these things like TV, and I'm not saying this is fancy stuff, but you know, all the fancy stuff you see doesn't really make you happy. And in a lot of times, it actually makes you less happy, more stressed, because you have to clean, you have to, anyway, I'm not gonna, I talk too much sometimes. All right, this is my Buddha painting, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. To me, it's just peace, and I've had it from day one, and I'll never get rid of it. Okay, I love it. Okay, that just brings me calm. All right, so the stuff that's been left from having this baby gate, again, like husband works 6 days of work, he works really hard. We're more on a low income side of things, so we're just trying to pay the bills and you know, invest in things that we enjoy, like outdoor stuff. Again, he's just so, like, he's exhausted, right? He's exhausted. He needs to take better care of his health. So we have to really look at where do we spend the time, energy, and money that's gonna give us the most, like, be healthier, because it's just been so much stress for all of us in the last few years, and COVID's come around and we can't do things as much as we wanted to. So everything's been taking its toll, and we've been exhausted, right? Exhausted by the end of 2020. So this is, again, the reason I'm saying is, it might be a small job, but we haven't got around to doing it, and that's for later. It's less priority. Right now, it's taking care of our health for the whole family. That's priority. All right, so I want to just give you, as far as tip is concerned for decluttering. I just found these, I forget now whether it was IKEA, but anyway, you'll find it somewhere. Really good boxes for storing, like this one's a Lego. That's a Lego. And this one's the rest of the toys, like all her other toys. And that's just, again, guys, I have a very small place. And if everything's just in one room, so we've got the, you know, dining area, lounge. So this is all we have in terms of, like, you know, in terms of space for living room. Okay, so we have to work with what the space we've got. So rather than all the toys lying around everywhere, I'm just kind of trying to hide it, but it's not being hidden, tucked away in a box. It's better than nothing. I need to find a place for my yoga mat. So this is just a really, really good bike that I invested in. Again, we have such limited space. I was like, where the hell are we going to put this? So I've kind of hidden it behind the couch, and it's not hidden well at all. It's like a bit of an eyesore, but you know what? It's better than any other place. And from there, I can watch TV. I can talk to my husband if he's cooking. I can keep an eye on the little one. So it's quite convenient spot. It's not my ideal, but it's good enough. So good enough. Okay, so you can see there's a picture frame. It needs more pictures, guys. Cut it short. It needs more pictures. Haven't gotten around to it. These are the things to do in the future, and again, less priority. So, you know, as I said, I'll make more episodes and we'll see how we progress depending on what stresses we have going on at the moment. Okay, so this is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Okay, so I've got a bin here for recycle and that. So now okay, just a quick one on the kitchen. So there was like, it still is a lot. There was like 50 spoons, 50 this, 50 that, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff and given it to the charity, but there's still a lot more there. And I'm gonna show you this this drawer, which I haven't even touched. There is a lot of stuff in there. Okay, a lot of stuff that needs to go and needs to be organized. So again, these are my less priority stuff that's I'll do in the future. And hopefully I get to show you a video of whatever I've done. Now, we have a bit of a cockroach problem, and there's a bit of cockroaches poo I've found around the cupboards, and it's really, really frustrating me, and I like cleanness. To see that, so I'm in the process of getting pest controllers in, and what I need to do is empty everything so they can come and spray. So I'm leaving that as part of an opportunity to do decluttering. So I'm gonna get everything out on the table so they can spray, and then I'm gonna clear as many things that I don't need, and then I have to clean all the cupboards. So it helps. It's just an opportunity for me to declutter and get rid of stuff, because I need to get rid of the stuff anyway for the pest controllers to come in. Okay, that's the fridge. Ideally, I like to have less on the table, but for now, this is good enough. Like I said, if it was all in a perfect world, I'd be having things a lot more different, but it's much better than it used to be. So that's progress, guys. Baby steps, baby steps. What else? I was gonna show. Okay, so I just invested. Where's the lights for? I invested in these lights. I'm gonna just put it on. And before that, it was just something really basic, not good looking. And it's just made the house, you can't really see it here, but it's just made the house so much more appealing. It's not showing up so good in cameras, but it actually makes it. So this is what I'm talking about. Little things you can do to make the house more appealing or prettier, sort of thing. So these are things that help me. So I thought I'll share that with you. Okay. I will do another episode on what I'm doing with the backyard and my gardens. Not today, because this is getting very long. So that's just the toilet, laundry, just a quick. So I need these actual shelves for that, but there's a lot of stuff there. I do need to organize that and get rid of stuff as well. There's a pantry here in the, again, there's a lot of stuff there that I'm not using, that I'm gonna get rid of and tidy up. So again, things to do, guys, but less priority. I will eventually get around to it, but like I said, it's about, on a daily basis for me, it's about my exercise, eating right, getting enough rest, balance it out with caring for the little one. My work, I'm cut it down to part-time, which is yoga, meditation, fitness, making videos, sort of thing. So anything around well-being, it's my personal and professional work. So, okay, so I'm conscious the video is getting much longer than I thought, so I will end it here, guys. I was gonna take you upstairs, but I'll do that in another episode. Okay, so as always, guys, do comment, you know, if there's anything you appreciated, anything you found value in, anything you'd like to see more of, anything you'd like to see less of. If you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up, and just watch out for more videos, because, you know, again, when I do find the time, there's some really good ideas and topics that I want to cover that really actually does make a big impact on our well-being. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.